What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. My name is Trevor Steele with Backcountry PPG. We are out here at one of the locations we use for our training class where we get this beautiful beach-like wind conditions nearly every single day. Well, it is day number 3 of our new beginner training program that we have going on right now. We're gonna do some live glider control instruction. Hopefully you'll learn a couple things about glider control, and we're gonna go help some students become better paramotor pilots. Let's do it. All right, so let's get it up. Move under it slowly, like 2 steps, good. Now, pass me them. Okay. Come on. You got this. Ease up as it comes up. Good, hand. Okay, now let's just lean. Okay, so I've got the brakes.
So it's like this?
Yeah. So remember, hip out, show your booty to the world. Good, chest down.
Chest down.
Good, it doesn't have to be super uncomfortable. It can be kind of more of a relaxed hip out, chest down.
Okay.
The goal with the hip out is that you somewhat,
That was a little exaggerated.
The goal with the hip out, so your feet turn at the same time. Just go ahead, go with me, good. That way, it's easy for you to just basically bring your elbow to your knee.
Okay.
Right? Just like that.
Yeah.
Versus like trying to kink your body sideways. You kind of got to pop the butt and bring it down.
Okay.
Then if you remember, it's important not to do the squat thing, because then all of a sudden you're like pulling the wing forward and then letting it up. And that causes it to shoot forward. Yeah, it's just this pop here and this pop here. And dude, it doesn't have to be like chest to the knee every single time.
And when we're rotating, are we moving our feet to the side and then doing that?
Well, you're already kind of sideways, right?
Okay.
Your chest is still facing the wing, but then as it starts to come down, you just turn that into a turn.
Okay. So we're just facing the same direction as the wings.
Yeah, I mean, it's falling this way, right? You're leaning, and then it just turns into a turn as that glider comes down. And in the real world, like when you're flying a paramotor, I don't expect to see you go, right? But a little bit every single time is like 10 times the assistance of doing it raw.
Okay.
So just a little bit and a little bit. But because we're practicing, I want to see you give it all the beans.
Okay, sweet.
Turn, lean, come on. No, don't squat, remember, don't squat. Just hip out, chest, don't squat. See, so when you squat, you literally suck the wing towards you and it wants to overfly.
Okay, so I'm keeping my legs straight.
Yeah, so the outside leg, let's call it, stays the same height. And you just go down towards the low side leg. If you notice, the hips are not really changing height. What you did was you like squatted down with it. It's just like sucked the wing forward.
So way too much. So we're just
So let's do it together. So kind of feet closer together, point. Good. Hip, chest. Bingo.
Okay.
Good, and then you got to get quick at like pivoting on the front of your feet to kind of shimmy, side to side. And yeah, we literally like salsa dance out here.
Okay, sweet, man.
Let's rock and roll. Turn right. Yeah, come on, let's see them salsa dancing skills. Easy on those brakes. Let's focus just on that waist shift. Gentle. It shouldn't hurt, right? Because the hips going out help make it easy to get the chest down. Now we turn, then we go back. You see that?
Yeah.
Nice. Careful. Stand up on your tippy toes. Oh, yeah. So if you stand up, you stop that wing from trying to go over you.
Okay.
And if you sink down, it wants to go over you. Advanced weight shift techniques. Ease up. Good. Come on. Patience. So don't rush the recovery, right? Easy on the input, take your time. Good. Lean. There it is. And the other way. Come on. Patience on that recovery. It doesn't have to happen fast. It can take a little time. Don't panic. Fly the flying side. Hands up. Ooh. Nice. So if you ever take a collapse, hands up to the side that's collapsed, and a little pressure to the side that's open. Overdid the input. Lean, come on. There it is. Ease up, ease up. Patience. Good. Nice. Too much? You held it for too long,
Okay, with the lean.
which is why it then went the other way. Yes. Ease up on the brakes. So you're giving so much weight shift input
brakes.
that the brakes that you've been doing is like overdoing the inputs, if that makes sense. Yeah. Easy on the brakes, just patience. Good, lean a little more. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait. Wait. Ease up, ease up, ease up. Nice. Now lean left, go. Yeah. Little right brake hard. Oh. Slow down. Don't worry about that. Right brake, hands up. So right brake does not mean back behind you,
Yeah.
right? It just means a touch of brakes.
Touch of right brake. Okay.
Yeah, so when you take a collapse of any kind, whether it's a 50, 100, whatever, it's still technically flying.
Yeah.
And your stall point becomes lower, which means you can use less brake.
Oh,
So in a collapse, you cannot use the same amount of brake as normal before you stall it.
Before you, okay.
And you don't want to stall it.
Yeah, you want to get it.
You want to recover the collapse, not recover a stall. Especially in the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so face it, face it. Keep it above you, Budski. You got this. Don't lose it, don't lose it. So all you do in a collapse is fly with flying. Lean left.
Oh, okay, so you're still doing the same exact stuff.
Yeah, you pretend that the collapse isn't there. You just fly with flying. See, you still had half the glider.
Oh,
We stalled it
That makes sense.
because we pulled too, you pulled what you could normally pull, but because it's collapsed, you can't.
Okay.
But you don't like panic and think the world is coming to an end. Lean left, hard, lean harder,
left.
harder. Ease up on that brake, ease up. Patience. Turn left. Good. So you could still fly it,
Okay.
right?
That makes a lot of sense.
What you don't want to do in a collapse on the ground in the sky is panic and stuff all the brakes. Here's why it's super important for me on the ground. The habit you have right here is the habit you have up there. Like that's your natural instinct. So that's why it's so important down here that a collapse is just like fly what's flying, right? Yeah. Still flying, still flying, still flying. And you just kept going. Yeah. It's not like you panicked, that side's about to give. Oh. You keep going. What's flying and how can I continue to keep that glider flying? Easy, easy, move. Nice. Okay, we could go ahead and turn around. Wait for me, okay? The first big mistake people make when they go from reverse to forward is they turn and they walk backwards and they hit all the brakes. Yeah. That's like the super common mistake. Here's the deal. The glider doesn't know if you're forward kiting or reverse kiting, meaning it's not gonna change or like run away from you and go find a new kiting friend when you turn around.
Okay, so we're still doing the same.
Okay? So like if you keep your brakes at the same height and just spin around, the glider doesn't do anything, see? Still flying just like normal. But if instead you turn, walk backwards and hit all the brakes, all of a sudden what happens? It all comes falling out of the sky.
Yeah.
Right? So it's your job, what you're shooting for is to make the glider not even realize you turned.
Okay.
So your loading doesn't change. What is the loading? Think about sitting and standing.
Yeah, that
right?
doesn't change at all.
You're not like adding or giving back any of the weight, and then your brakes don't change. Good, and don't step backwards. Turn.
So does it change when we?
Hang on. So wait for me, just one more second, okay? So back to what I was saying, we try to turn and not give like an excessive amount of brake. You also don't want to turn stare straight up because then you just go backwards.
Okay.
Okay, so we turn, head forward, chest forward, and we just fly that glider.
Okay.
Now when you're forward launching like earlier, the glider goes right, which brake do you pull?
If it goes right, we're pulling left.
Bingo. So that's gonna be the same thing here. And now one last thing, okay? When you go from reverse to forward, it needs to be an elegant, beautiful transition. Okay. When you go from forward to reverse, it's usually because you're losing control, and it needs to be violent in the sense that you gotta rip around as fast as you mean. And anytime you start to lose control forward, you want to immediately turn back reverse. So once that glider's above you, let's do it. Come on, come on. There it is. Oh, music to my ears. Super smooth, good. So turn and come towards me. There you go, slow, patient. So you have the forward kiting down when you're forward launching.
Yeah.
Problem that people get into is their hands naturally want to come down.
And then
it stalls the wing. Don't walk backwards either.
Oh, yeah.
Don't walk backwards. See?
Yeah.
It becomes really easy to do. Now let's just say you're losing it, right? It's falling. Immediately, violently, rip around. Good. Okay. Recover, reverse. And I bend my arm to the outside so it doesn't go shooting around like that.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and turn back. Nice and smooth, good. Don't look up. You're walking backwards. You're walking backwards.
Walking forward still.
You don't have to walk forward. You just don't want to walk backwards. Now turn hard, turn hard.
Oh, we're turning the other way.
Yes, so turn. So anytime you start to lose it, you have to turn around.
Okay.
And then you,
back around.
yeah, and you turn to whatever side is low.
Okay.
Right? So in that case, it was falling to your right. Path of least resistance, turn right.
Okay, so it's like when we're setting it down in the morning.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
so
And then once you turn, don't just immediately turn back. Turn, confirm, control for a moment,
and
then turn back. And I would encourage you when you do turn that there's a slight step into the wind.
Okay.
Instead of just pivoting, because then your balance is going to want to take you back even 2 steps.
Yeah.
There should be this slight pivot forward. And smooth other way. So before you turn, which riser's on top?
Okay.
Right? Which one?
Right.
Okay, so that means you're going to turn which way?
The right.
Okay. Patience. Patience, don't overdo the input. So it's really easy to overdo forward inputs.
Okay.
Less is better. It's just super easy to overdo those forward inputs because you're kind of blind to it, right? You don't realize you're doing like 2 feet of input. And we don't like to see it with the wing off center. Easy. Don't forget to smile, you fly better.
Right. Okay. And then from this, we're not looking directly up, we're looking at the...
You don't even need to look at it.
Really.
You don't even need to look at it. Feel these risers. Which one is pushing away from you?
Right.
This one is,
right
which means it's going this way.
Okay.
All right, easy, easy. Okay, so these risers give you all that information. If they're even on you, oh, this one's pushing harder, which means it's falling this way. Easy, 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 turn. Recover.
Okay.
Nice. All right, so you could feel, based on kind of where it's pulling you, what you can do is put one foot right in front of the other, and then you literally have to fall to the side that it's falling to stay balanced.
I got you.
Eyes forward. There you go. Slow
when
down.
It's pulling on my right arm, I'm gonna pull left, or
When you pull to the side, it's pulling on.
okay. So it's pushing. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because it's pulling away from this hand, which means it's falling this way.
Okay.
Now it's falling this way. Easy, easy, easy. Less is more. If you literally don't move your hands, don't move. It won't go anywhere. Because as it falls this way, this brake will technically pull more.
Oh, when you're forward?
Yeah, because if you look at it, they'll stay at the same height from the wing. Well, the wing goes that way. This one will get pulled,
Okay.
and that one will go up. See, this one gets pulled, and this one goes up.
I see.
All right?
So it's a lot less movement than backwards.
It's so much less.
Okay.
Turn. Nice. Don't walk back, downwind. Patience. Relax. Turn. And remember, you want to turn the way it's falling. Which way was it falling?
To the right.
And which way did you turn?
To the left.
Bingo.
Oh, I need to turn to the right.
Here's the big reason why that's a big deal. You're not 5 feet wide right now. But when you're 5 feet wide, if you try and do that, boop, bam, you're gonna turtle, dude, and your legs are gonna be flopping in the sky. I'm gonna run over and take a selfie with you. Okay? You have to keep that cage away, mostly because it's gonna try and pull you over backwards.
Okay.
So for the YouTube video that's filming at the moment, yesterday he was on an Ozone Roadrunner. Today he's on a BGD seed. What I see as a big difference between the two is your brake range on a seed is so much shorter before stall point. You also have a harder time recovering it as it dips because when you go to pull the brakes that you need, you're more likely to stall it. Hey, remember, let's turn the way it's falling. The seed is less likely to overfly you. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
It doesn't want to collapse on you nearly as much. I don't prefer that because it doesn't teach you to catch those frontals quite like the Roadrunner does. And I prefer the deeper brake range because it's more realistic to a flying wing, unless you fly a dudek. And I want to see you forward kite on your knees, not moving, perfect control. Don't look up.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't need to move so much. Anxious. You're okay. Patience. Don't move, don't move, don't move. When you go running after it, you send it down faster. Ease up, ease up. Like if you looked at your footprints, you probably don't even notice just how much moving you end up doing. Cool, all right, I'm gonna leave you alone for a minute. All right, guys, hey, I saw your feedback on the recent vlog we uploaded. Don't worry, we're gonna make some more content. I saw your feedback about the podcast. Also, don't worry, we're gonna make another one of those. We're working on it. We've been busy teaching people how to fly paramotors around here. It's hard to also squeeze in the content because, you know, paramotoring. Anyways, guys, we're gonna work on those. We're gonna make some more content. If you liked this video right here, you're interested in learning how to fly, you wanna get a new wing, new motor, whatever it is, we'd love to help you here at Backcountry PPG. Visit our website, backcountryppg.com, for more information on all of those things. If you're ready for more videos, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.